It's the Mitch Wade Cole f***ing self-help show, trying to get your life hacks and get out of control. It's the Mitch Wade Cole f***ing self-help show, trying to get your life hacks and get out of control.
Threshold FM.
Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Mitch here, Guru Mitch, Mitch Wade Cole, Guru Mitch Wade Cole, back with another beautiful episode of the Self-Help Show, the show that allows you to improve yourself while chilling out and relaxing with only your ears, but also it's going to help me to improve my life as well. We explore various life hacks in a certain field and topic, and then we listen to music that has healing energies and healing auras about them, and hopefully we're all going to be improved anytime soon. Now, this episode is about gardening in London and around the UK, living in flats and blocks of flats and maisonettes. We don't always have access to a garden. The plant, which is the opposing energy to the human and animal world, the balance is struck, and we must take care of our gardens and our plants. So hopefully some of these life hacks are going to take us to the next level. If you don't have a garden, you could just go into someone else's garden without telling them and perform some of these life hacks, and they'll be angry if they find out at first, but they're going to be so pleased with the outcome as you improve the health of their garden. Let's dive right into a beautiful song by none other than Washed Out. Does anyone remember Washed Out? He had the Portlandia theme tune, and this one's quite a new one from him. It's called Burnout Blues, and if you're feeling burnt out and stressed out because of life and jobs and work and all that kind of crazy business, sit back and relax and burn yourself in.
That was legit, man.
See you after for a beautiful life hack. What did we think of that, ladies and gentlemen? Wasn't that a wonderful experience there? Thank you, Washed Out. Talking about washing, where would plants be without the rain? Possibly all dried up and shrivelly, and so would we be as well, because we need them for our ecosystem. So this is all about gardening, life hacks, plants, trees, all that kind of amazing business. And I've got some brilliant life hacks here for you that we're going to explore together, and they're going to help everybody out. So, Mr. Life Hack number 1. Cinnamon powder on seedlings to prevent diseases. Now, obviously, they're not talking about the diseases that we're going to get. Plants, just like us, suffer from ailments like bacteria and funguses and all sorts of terrible things. You know, whatever you can imagine, they probably get it as well. Now, what you need to do here is you need to get yourself some cinnamon from a little pot of cinnamon, which I think cinnamon's actually made out of the bark of a tree. So it's a self-fulfilling prophecy in the world of plants there. Now, this cinnamon has antifungal qualities, and it smells great, which is a bit of a bonus. You can use it to stop spreading diseases on seedlings. Now, it's quite funny, really, because if you remember only a few moons ago, how cinnamon affects people. Now, obviously, it's delicious. It's a delicious Canadian treat, probably Canadian. And plants obviously love it. Funguses hate it. But does anyone remember the cinnamon challenge? I implore you, for your own health and safety, not to do this. Do not go to the kitchen and get a spoonful of cinnamon and attempt to try and eat it in one go. Do, however, go to YouTube and type in cinnamon challenge and enjoy all of the amazing videos of people making mistakes so that you don't have to. The cinnamon just powder does not become absorbed by the moisture in your mouth like flour and sugar and that kind of thing. Nope. It remains dry, and then people inhale it and they choke and they cough, and then everyone laughs at their expense, which is a process known as schadenfreude. So don't do that. But what you should do is break into your neighbour's garden if you don't have one. If you've got one, break into your own garden. You know, I'm going to have to. I've lost the key to the one I've become in custody of, and sprinkle a bit of cinnamon on the soil, and your plants are going to thank you for it. Not with words, but with a beautiful green haze that's going to shine throughout the eons of summer. Now, we're going to go on to our next song now, which I'm hoping that you're going to really, really enjoy. Now, it's a bit of a tongue twister here. So it's Alexander Robotnik, and its song is called Problème d'amour, which is French, probably for summer's coming and we're really going to have a really great time. And this song, obviously, of course, contains healing energies that's going to take you to the next level of your day. I hope your garden grows to be as green as an alligator, and I will see you later for another beautiful life hack.
It's gonna take more than that to impress me.
Threshold FM.
Même sans ses larmes, il pleure toujours. Ah ouais.
Les yeux que tu regardes, je frappe qui semblent pas humaines. La main que tu caresses, c'est qu'elle a pas l'exagère. Ah ouais.
Ah ouais. C'est le cri d'un robot souffrant d'amour. Ah ouais. Ah ouais. Même
Mais l'amour n'a pas de règles, ça reste les mêmes dans les siècles. La nuit je ne rentre pas, et les matins mon haleine n'est pas mauvaise. La nuit je ne rentre pas, et les matins mon haleine n'est pas mauvaise.
Ah ouah, c'est le cri d'un robot souffrant d'amour. Ah ouah, ah ouah, même sans ses larmes il pleure toujours. Ah ouah,
Mais l'amour n'a pas de règles, ça reste les mêmes dans les siècles. La nuit je ne rentre pas, et les matins mon haleine n'est pas mauvaise. La nuit je ne rentre pas, et les matins mon haleine n'est pas mauvaise.
Wow, what do we think of that last song? Are we feeling cured of all of our ailments? I think it could be quite possible. I'm feeling cured. I don't think I had anything wrong with me, but I feel better than ever. Now, on to another beautiful, wonderful, extravagant. Any more words like that I can think of? Wunderbar. Life hack from the garden. Now this one is, I don't know how I feel about this one, you're going to have to let me know. But it is use eggshells to prevent pests. Another way to protect your plants against pests is using eggshells. Coarsely crumbled eggshells form an effective barrier against soft-bodied garden pests like snails and slugs that eat your plants. They do not risk going through the sharp and uncomfortable jagged shell landscape. To do this, encircle roughly crushed layer of eggshells around the plant that are sensitive to pests. Now, first of all, I think snails and slugs, they freak you out a little bit, but they're just your friend, they're your garden friend. You want to feed them. I would say make the plants that are for you, and then plant a few plants for your snails and your slugs so they can have a little munch as well. What I would also suggest is getting what I call the garden massage. So you lie down naked in the middle of your garden. Don't worry about the neighbours, they'll understand when you've explained to them, well, explain to the police, and then you have to explain it to them. And then you just sprinkle lettuce all over your body, your naked body, and then you just let the slugs and snails eat it off you, and they'll come in their hundreds, and when you finish you'll be covered in a slimy balm, and that balm is going to moisturize your skin. And what you would do is, if you've got a pond, have a dip in the pond. Don't worry about the koi, they love the slime. Or just jump into a shower and you can have yourself a beautiful, beautiful massage for free in your garden. And what better way to spend your summer? Another reason why I think it's possibly a bad life hack, and I don't want to be giving you bad life hacks here, because I mean that massage one pays for itself. But slugs, okay, snails, they've got a home on the back, but slugs, they're just homeless. They're going around. I remember when I was a kid and we'd go to the park, and then a local slug would go, "Oh, excuse me, you got 20p for some lettuce?" And you go, "No, I'm really sorry, Mr. Slug, I don't have 20p, but I really hope that you find a place that you can stay." I always wondered about the difference between slugs and snails, and it's a two-sided coin. So the snail has got its protective shell to protect it against I really don't know what it protects it against. Probably just beetles or other snails. Not really much else. They're not the strongest of shells. But then slugs, I was like, oh, slugs are so vulnerable and are unable to protect themselves. But their advantage is that they can crawl into tighter spaces to protect themselves. So it's swings and roundabouts, really, when you go down the park and you speak to a slug. So we've got another wonderful, fantastic, brilliant song here. Now it's Sada Bonaire, and the song is from 1983. It's called Little Sister, and this one's one funky, groovy, therapeutic massage of its own. Put this on while you're having your slug massage and you're going to be bloody rinsing the night away. Au revoir until next time for another green ass garden life hack.
Damn, Daniel.
Threshold FM.
Don't dance in my shoes. Do not imitate me. No, 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 no more. No, 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 no more. Don't copy my hairdo. Don't steal my makeup. Don't read my diary. Do not imitate me.
Oh,
Wow. Tell me what you thought of that last song. That is groovy. I've had a bit of a groovy one. Maybe in future episodes I'll try and make the playlist kind of thematic. So I'll be playing just garden tunes like Totally Enormous Extinct Dinosaurs, Gardening, and all those kind of great tunes. I don't want to make you feel bad about this one having no thematic tunes though. But we're on to our next life hack, and that's what this is really about. It's really about self-improvement in the garden place. So here we go. This one, the winos out there are going to love it. Oh yes. People around my age that just love going back from work and sipping on a Chardonnay or a Moulin Rouge. Is that type of wine? Probably. They're going to love this one. So it's a self-watering wine bottle planter, and it's a bit of a life hack. I always think about life hacks as being stuff that's kind of around your house and you can just sort of fashion it into something, but this one's not quite like that. This one, you got to buy a special terracotta stake, and the stake goes into the soil. Soil is what plants are planted in, and you get the terracotta stakes that fit in a wine bottle, and you dagger them into the earth, well, just like the dance move. You don't have to do it like the dance move. You don't have to go hump them into the earth, you know. Otherwise, if your friend walks in and sees you trying to hump a plant, they might be like, "Oh, are you a?" I don't know what you call a plant sexual, but I'm sure it's something that's looked down upon in the world of psychology. So you get these terracotta stakes, and then you fill a wine bottle with water, put the terracotta stake on it, hump it, dagger it into the ground, and then slowly it releases the water into the plant pot, and then, you know, that's it. You don't have to worry about it too much. However, the people might think either A, you're an absolute pisshead. You're so pissed you put your wine bottle in your plant pots. Probably it's the same for later. You know, they might think it's a different kind of life hack. Oh, it's a way to keep your wine fresh once you've uncorked. And it's not that. They might also be like, fucking hell, his plants are pissed, aren't they? Jesus. He's got some pissed plants there. They're not well pissed up. And you'll be like, no, they're not pissed up. They're just, just enjoying it. They've had a hard day teaching all day at the comprehensive, and fancy a bit of a bottle of Merlot. And it also apparently keeps the roots moist, which is something I would recommend highly to anyone out there, keeping your roots moist. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be flying over to the next song. This song is amazing. Our buddy Lee over at Fred's, he posted it on Facebook. I wish someone had told me about this sooner. I get really mad. No, keep peaceful, Mitchell. Feng shui, feng shui, feng shui. But I do wonder, there's so many amazing songs out there. I wish every time I find one of these songs someone had told me about it sooner. And it's a guy called Scritti Politti, and the song's called Absolute, and it's unbelievable. I mean, the 80s is full of so many gems. I think one of the things about the 80s is there's vinyl records that never made it onto digital platforms and vice versa, and, you know, so many hidden gems out there from all over the world. And this dude, I think he was a bit of a pop star at some point, and just listen to this. There's some magic moments in it, and I think these magic moments are really going to grant all of your wishes come true.
Threshold FM.
Wow. Now that was a beautiful, brilliant, insane, mental song. What do you reckon to that? That was crazy. Some of the synth in that and some of the hooks and lyrics. That's what I'm talking about. That is what is going to make you a complete human being. And it's done it to me already. Now, we're back in the garden. We're looking around. We're chilling out. The sun's going down. It's been a beautiful day. You've been massaged by multiple slugs. You've had a shower. You're sitting there, you're like, oh, it's getting dark now. What are you gonna get? What are you gonna do? You got a light out there, maybe? You got some garden lights, you know, to light up your local vicinity. Maybe you've got, you know, maybe you've got some of those solar-powered garden lights. They're pretty cool. Well, how about this for an impression? Don't tell any of your friends or family about it. Just invite them over for a barbecue. Starts getting dark, and what you do? You can get glow-in-the-dark paint. Now, this is cool. So glow-in-the-dark paint, they'll be charging up all day. You can paint your plant pots, your fence, you know, after you've put some Ron-Seal on it, obviously. After you've put the Ron-Seal on it, put on some glow-in-the-dark paint. Maybe even paint like mental signs just to scare your family, you know, like a crucifix or a pentagram. Just mad scrawlings everywhere, like all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Red rum, anything you can think of really. Pictures of all your friends and families, like in excruciating detail, and then you can look at them and go, what do you think? What do you think about what I've done for you here? Paint a barbecue there. Don't try and cook your burgers on it though, because it's only glow-in-the-dark paint. It's not really on fire. Yeah, so that one sounds pretty cool. I think I might do that. Just paint yourself, glow in the dark. Don't tell your friends and family about it. And as night falls, you slowly start glowing up, and then people will be like, what the hell? You look like Mr. Burns from that episode of The Simpsons where he was in the woods, which could be a brilliant, brilliant thing. A brilliant prank. Pranking yourself almost, really. Another alternative for the garden that's sort of about light, and this could go really well with the glow-in-the-dark face paint, or what we would call it. Put mirrors up on your fence to make the garden look bigger. Now that's quite a good idea, because you put the glow-in-the-dark paint, and then all of a sudden you got this world of reflection and light that looks unnatural. But you know, a garden in the dark isn't natural, is it? So you can also climb into the mirror and you'll have a new garden. You can have two gardens and two of you, and you can meet yourself and hang out, and then leave your family in the other one. Oh no, you'll have two families. You'll have two mothers-in-laws. Oh, that's not going to be good, is it? Well, unless you like your mother-in-law. Two's company. But anyway, think about that. Think about putting a few mirrors up. The mirrors are the most unnatural thing in the world. Whatever happened to just looking in a lake? If you've got one, I should be so lucky. So we're on to our next song now. Our next wonderful, brilliant song. Oh, God, non-stop. Now this one is Quando Quango Love Tempo FAC 79 remix. And you know what it's going to do? It's going to give you a massage. It's going to give you a Reiki. It's like a Turkish bath for the ears. This one is going to make you feel like $1 million, trust me. And trust me, money's no possession. It's going to make you feel physically like $1 million. You know, if you get a chance, holler out towards me. It's Mitch Wade Cole here. You can catch me on all of the airwaves, all of the social media platforms. Probably just whack my name and on one of the social medias, I'll come up. Even TikTok. I've been spreading the word there too. Okay, so we'll catch you soon for some more brilliant life hacks.
Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it.
Body motion, caught in time. Come on, girl, please be mine. Body motion, caught motion, caught in time. Come on, girl, please be mine. Body motion, caught in time. Come on, girl, make up your mind. Body motion, caught in time. Come on, girl, please be mine. Body motion, caught in time. Come on, girl, make up your mind. In love tempo. Skips a beat when we meet. Pleasure zone, we're on our own. So please don't break, 'cause we can make a love tempo.
I'm gay.
Threshold FM.
That was Black Devil Disco Club. Timing, forget the timing. That's good. Now we've got a few different life hacks here, all revolving around the old yellow lemon. Now lemons, Kim and Aggie, they've got 1,000,001 life hacks regarding lemons when it comes to cleaning your house. But did you know that the lemon is also, with its acidic, powerful strength, quite useful in the garden atmosphere as well? First of all, setting up. What you want to do is, when you use a lemon, don't throw away the peel. Put it in a baggie and toss it in the freezer. Toss that lemon into the freezer. Then you will have it handy if you encounter a recipe that needs lemon zest. Great, so that's one life hack already. When you can use lemons, obviously you're going to be like, oh no, I don't want to peel a lemon just for this. What a shame, what a waste of a lemon. Whack it in the freezer and it's ready. The rind is ready. So whenever I peel a fragrant fruit such as an apple, lemons, oranges, I save the peeling to simmer on the stovetop. There are times when I cannot use them that day, so I have them in a baggie in my freezer. Then I sprinkle a bit of cinnamon in the mix and simmer and add water to the stove. If I have an unpleasant odour in the microwave, I'll use the same mixture in a microwave-proof measuring cup and simmer it a bit. Let it stand for a few minutes, open the door and it smells great. Okay, that's not I need some gardening life hacks here. Make citrus oil for insect control. Now, when you're in the garden, one of the worst things that happens in the garden, and it's not like it's like bad, but you know, the invisible vampire of the night and dusk, the mosquito, the mozzie moz, it just wants to stick it in you and suck all your blood away. Like my ex-wife. I've never been married. And this citrus oil also keeps away aphids, which I haven't seen aphids since I was like 7 years old. Are they still about? Poor bloody things. I used to live a bit more in the countryside though. Yeah, aphids were definitely a common occurrence on the field. I'd be like, there's an aphid, and someone like, no, it's just a bug. I'm like, this bloody aphid. There's aphids everywhere. There's aphids all over me. Quickly, go away. There's aphids. Stop the aphids. Also white flies, which I don't know what they are. This is a bit of an Americanism. And ants as well. So soak the rinds of 2 orange peels and a lemon in 1 gallon of water for about 10 days. Ain't no one got time for that. But you can keep it in your garden. Strain out the rinds and peels and store in mason jars until ready to use. If you will be applying to fire ant mounds, apply full strength. If spraying on plants, dilute 2 ounces of citrus oil with 1 gallon of water to avoid burning the plant. Oh, you don't want to burn your plants. The sun will do that. And then in no time, you're going to have zero insects. That's it. Insects away. And I don't know whether, to keep the mosquitoes away, you want to spray it on yourself. It might be a bit sticky, but people might be like, oh, you smell like mad Fruit Blast shower gel. Just use Fruit Blast shower gel, it probably works. I'm no expert, as you can tell. Oh, so you can just rub a bloody whole orange peel on your skin as a natural mosquito repellent anyway. Forget 10 days, just whack it right on there and all the mosquitoes are going to go, nah mate. So, I will catch you after this brilliant song.
Threshold FM.
Au revoir, mon ami. Dude, that tune, I found it on BBC Radio 6. It's one of those ones you've just got it on in the afternoon and you're texting away with your friends. Just relaxing, chilling out, trying not to do very much at all. You know, they're curating the experience. You get to listen to a lot of new music, a lot of old music. I think they're really, really very good, especially for music discovery. And that one just came on and I was like, okay, it's a bit of a rocking tune. And then that, I want you to know when you wanna come. Mate, I was like, what is this tune? This is right up my alley. And speaking of alleys, you get to the end of the alley, and what's at the end of the alley? It's a blooming garden, isn't it? And so we walked into our garden. Now this one, it might seem just obvious to a lot of people. Now, think about it like this. The world is in decay. Our lives are in decay. We're trying to create a new life for ourselves, built out of the ashes and rubbles of destruction of the baby boomer generation, neglecting this planet for their own greedy needs. Now, why not celebrate this by creating your own compost? And apparently it's easier than you think. You don't need to go into your neighbour's bins and fish it out, or go to B&Q and fish it out of their bins, because sometimes they chuck it away. Life hack 2 there. You can just make your own, and you just chuck a load of crap in your back garden, and it's not actually crap. It's crap when you finish with it, but once the nature has taken its course, decomposing, and the bacteria is creating nitrous and all this kind of magic stuff, you're gonna have yourself a lovely little bit of compost there that you can give a pat it on the top, like, that is plant food. The plants are bloody salivating at the thought of this amazing compost you're going to be creating. So why would you spend money on it, going to B&Q and buy it in packets, when you can just create it your own out of the things that you disregard in the kitchen? You don't even need to invest too much time in making your own compost. You can just get a little bucket and just fill it with like shells, and what else would you fill it with? Greens and brown products. So I imagine brown products like breads and stuff, and green products, you know, like rinds and little banana peels, and you know what? Once even dead and rotting leaves are an excellent source of nutrients. So just whack that in there, tomatoes, cucumbers, shells, and then slowly over time they'll disintegrate, and then you just pour it all over your plants. And trust me, your plants are going to be thanking you. They're going to be putting a little stem out to give you a handshake. Don't shake too hard though, they're very fragile. Say to you, oh yeah, you know what, you did me good, and I'm going to be stronger than ever. I'm going to show you, I'm going to prove to you that I can stand on my own one stem, and the sun is my friend, and the compost tastes delicious. Thank you, you're a legend, is what they're going to say, in their own planty way. Okay, so on to another song here. This one's wicked. If you like Boards of Canada, which I do, you know, it's not unheard of for me to like a bit of IDM, or what we're going to call it, Warp Records. This is a remix. Odd Nostam Sisters Boards of Canada remix to play us out, and it is wicked. And yeah, thank you so much for tuning into the show if you've made it this far. Hope you've enjoyed it, all the tips that have been bestowed. I've enjoyed all the tips. I learned them when you did. So make sure you follow in on Mitch Wade Cole, Fresh Old FM as well. Thank you, Mr. High Ranking, for getting us on Fresh Old FM. And yeah, we'll catch you next time for some brilliant life hacks. Who knows what the next one will be. Catch you soon. Au revoir.
Threshold FM.